Uh-oh. Trouble. Um, Hang on. I goofed up. It says Hoff-Bergman. I need to change that. Hang on. Hi, Miss Nelson. Scorpion's here. There's Dennis. Hello, Dennis. I goofed up. It says Hoffman Farm, so I need to change that real quick. Bear with me. Audio and video is good. Thanks, Scorpion. Yeah, let me fix that. I almost blew it. I almost put No Man's Sky instead of No Man's Land because I play a game called No Man's Sky. But anyway, let's see if that's. Let me refresh it. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Oh, I didn't change the. Darn it. I didn't change the thumbnail. Let me change the thumbnail. Oh, man. Silliness. Bear with me. I gotta find it. Now let's refresh it. And play. That should do it. Hi, Jonathan. How's Jonathan today? Did that fix it? Is it working? It's working. Okay, it says, should say No Man's Land now, and did I get that right? Is it No Man Land? No Man's Sky. What a silly. Doing great. We've got some beautiful weather. Yesterday and today was just impossibly beautiful. Just in the low 70s, bright sunshine, some wispy clouds out there. You know, just blue sky, which is unusual for us. It's usually raining, but just a beautiful day. Yesterday as well. It's a good day for farming, I'll tell you that. Although I wasn't sure about today. I've been yawning for the last hour. For some reason, I just can't wake up today. So I may have to go to soup du jour early. I got a little bit of a plan today, but not really. Just farm a little bit. But I wanted to check into putting some animal farms in today. So I'm selling everything. I sold a bunch of stuff earlier. And I'm selling the straw. I'm going to sell everything off. And I need to plant too. I'm going to do soybeans. Price for soybeans was over 2,000. Yeah, Jonathan, it was funny because the Oregon coast has weather just like the UK. Usually it's cold and wet. Well, that's just the Oregon coast. we've got a lot of different climates here. We got high desert in Oregon. Most of the states are big enough to have different kind of terrain and weather and stuff like that. We've got mountains. Ocean, sea level. Like I said, we've got desert. We've got all different kinds of. Andy's here. What's up, Andy? Well, yeah, on the coast here, it's funny because people ask what the weather's like, and our most common response is drive 5 miles or wait 5 minutes, and you'll get different weather. And a lot of times that's true. Serge is in the house. I missed Serge coming in. When did Serge come in? There he is. I got something in front of the screen here. Let me move it. There we go. So anyway, yeah, I want to plant some soybeans today. I want to plow that cotton up because that was a big mistake. I didn't make it. I think one of you guys did when you were working the field. I can't remember who was working that field. Seems like it was Andy. Might have been Scorpion, though. Jonathan's too warm there. Well, see, that's the thing. People will say, you know, I'll say, oh, it's in the 70s, and they'll say, oh, wow, that's perfect weather. Well, it is. Here's the problem. We're not used to it. On a normal basis, if you think about it, our weather's in the 50s, maybe the 60s, maybe, if we've got a little bit of sun. And so it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 every day. And then all of a sudden it's 80 or 90. And then the next day it's back to 50. Well, you gotta know that one day that it was 80 or 90 about killed everybody because we're not used to it. You just don't go from 50-degree weather to 80-degree weather and back again in one day. Other places I've lived, it gets cold in the wintertime and hot in the summer. I mean, talking hundreds in the summer. And the difference is that it gets there gradually. When the winter's over, it slowly comes into spring, and the weather starts warming up gradually until you reach summer where the weather's hot. And you get time to acclimate to that. But if you're in an area like this where it doesn't get that warm and then all of a sudden it's 80 degrees, everybody's just dying because nobody here owns an air conditioner in their home. We don't need it. You talk to Scorpion, who lives in Texas, they wouldn't survive without air conditioning in all their houses. You ask them what they're doing in the afternoon, they're sitting in front of an air conditioner. Hey, Anthony. My harvester has stopped. I haven't started it today. I just logged on. Yeah, I just started the game up. I don't play farming anymore unless I'm live streaming. But I've been playing this game for so many years. And for those of you that have been around, you know, I used to put a video up every day, 7 days a week of farming. You can imagine how sick and tired I am of farming. But if I come in and live stream just twice a week, I get itchy to play. So it's not that I it's not that I don't like the game anymore. I still do. But I just got tired of playing it every day. So when the stream's over, I shut it down, and I won't come back to it till next Tuesday. And by the time next Tuesday rolls around, I want to play again. Well, you can ask Scorpion. Every once in a while, I'll put a new map on and play, just to find out if I like the map or not. But other than that, oh, I gotta stock my fridge here. I gotta do a soup du jour early because, like I said, I'm half asleep. I just can't wake up today. I've been yawning so hard my jaws ache. So it's early today. That hit the spot. Right. Okay. Onward we go. Let's get this combine started. As usual, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of things I want to do. I need to decide what piece of property I want to buy. I think I've got it. I think it's the most practical thing for me right at the moment. But Randall Anderson's in the house. Hello, Randall. How you doing? Yeah, this combine, it doesn't hold very much, but it's fast. It's a fast one. So, property. I've got a choice of what to buy. If we look at the map, I own 26 and 27 so far. It's wide open, as you can see, completely. And I'm looking for a place to put the animals, and I'm thinking, I mean, I could buy 28. It's completely open. 28 is for farmland. 25 is fairly well open. It's got a little bit of rock right here, and I was thinking about putting the animals where there's tons of rock, because this a parcel of land right here, this square, or well, rectangle, over half of it is worthless because you can't farm it. So this would be a perfect place for the animals. So I'm torn between buying this one and putting the animals down here. But then again, if I put the large pens in, how much of that are they going to take? I might have to continue on with the animals over here. So the animals might go right in the bottom of these two right here. That might be what I do, is buy one or two of these and then kind of combine them a little bit with the animals. Interesting. I have to think about that. Craig, put the animals on the BBQ. That sounds good. Scott's in the house. Hello, Scott. It's always time for barbecue. All right, so I just got to decide. See, these are the rocks that we saw. The property line is right on the edge of this, right here. I don't own this to the left of where I'm standing. I have to drive on another guy's property just to get to my field over here. Anyway, so, right. See, those rocks there take up more of the field than you think. So there's a pretty good chunk right there that I can't do anything with. And I don't really want to, because I want to keep some trees and rocks and stuff around the main farm area. Even though I'm going to get rid of that house and stuff. I've been debating on where to put a new house. And I was thinking that not here. I don't think it's going to be here. I think I'm going to clear that out and maybe put another shed or something in there. But I'm still thinking about putting a hacienda, a big hacienda, right here, overlooking this this bit of water and leave the rocks where they're at and put a hacienda right in here somewhere. And what I mean by that is that the South American map, I think it was, had a regular hacienda, and I've got a mod of that, so I can take the hacienda and kind of work it in here. Let's see. Let's see. I think that's the back of the house. This is, hang on. Yeah, this is the front of the house, I think. And that's the back of the house. But I don't think when they made this into a mod, they didn't put the swimming pool in. So I won't have the swimming pool, but who cares? I've got a nice, beautiful, natural looking place right there for it. I just have to position this where I want it to go. And, but I can't put it in yet. How much does that cost anyway? $350,000. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. That's what I'm thinking, though. I'm thinking about, but I'd have to buy this property down here before I can do that, because I think the property line is over here, right about in here. The property line runs right past this rock right here. So if I put that in, I'm gonna have to buy this property down here. Anyway, big dreams of owning a big hacienda. I need to find my cedar. Yeah, as I said earlier, I'm going to do some soybeans, I think. Oh, crud. I think I'm using my big tractor with that guy. I don't think I need this big tractor for this guy. Oh, I've got a sombrero hanging right here beside me in my office. A great big red one. It's beautiful. I got a sombrero and a poncho. Trenton's here. Hello, Trenton. Whoa. Hey, Trenton. Serge, I didn't. I didn't go to Mexico to get it. I'll tell you the story. I used to be a commercial loan officer for Rainier Bank in Washington State. And one of the branches that I was posted in as a loan officer early on in my career was in Wenatchee area, and there was a Mexican kid that came in, and he wanted to start a little store, and that's what he did in Mexico. And he wanted to start a little store and sell authentic Mexican items. And so nobody would give him a loan. Well, I took a chance on him and gave him a loan to start his store. And one of the first thing he went to Mexico. He bought a trailer load of stuff, and he brought it back. And he came in the bank one day with what they call a serape and a great big, beautiful red sombrero. And he gave that to me for helping him with the loan. So, anyway, it is authentic from Mexico, but I didn't go to get it. Now, that being said, my mother's name was Alice Grace Gonzalez Mata St. John. So, I've got some Hispanic in me. I just don't speak it. It did, Randall. He did very well with it. Wenatchee is a an area at the time was an area where there was a lot of fruit trees. There were a lot of fruit orchards, and they depended on what they used to call migrant workers. I don't know what they call them now. If they call them anything at all, I don't know. I'm just saying that at that time they moved with the crops. So they would travel from California working vegetable orchards all the way up to Washington State when the fruit season came in, and they would all go to the store and buy their stuff. It's just what they did. So it was pretty successful. Well, things were a little easier back then on that. Arriba! Yeah, he did very good. But the thing was, with my mom, I told you about my mom. I didn't know my mom. I was 6 years old. I have some memories of her, but not much. She passed away when I was 6 years old in childbirth with my little sister. So I don't have very many memories of my mom. And unfortunately, we weren't really part of the Hispanic community. And when my mom passed, I never was any part of that community, so I didn't learn Spanish. I don't know much about the culture. I know enough about the culture because I've lived with it my whole life, but what I mean is I don't live that culture. But I sure like Mexican food, I'll tell you. Oh, I forgot. This is a brand new seeder. I haven't used this seeder before. I was wondering where all my fertilizer and seed went. What is that? What is this? That's fertilizer, isn't it? I think it is. Workers residentially challenged. Yeah. All right then. Open up those. Let's see if we can get some seed. Fill that up. It's going to take a minute. We'll move on. I got to get another tractor out there. This guy's sitting around doing nothing. Put him to work. Yeah, this is going to be a little easy. Well, I don't know if it is or not, actually. I almost said this map's a little easier than that Hoff-Bergman that I played on Tuesday. But then, when I think about it, it isn't really, because you have to do everything yourself here. Matter of fact, if I do course play on this, I have to do it manually. Because there are no fields. There's no fields. If I go to this field right here, it shows up as field 27. Well, this is also field 27. I mean, well, this is field 28. Any place that isn't is still field 20. This is field 27. So I can't say to course play, this is field 27. I can't say to course play, I want to do field 27. So what I would have to do is manually do course play, and the way you do that is to tell course play that from right here to the other end and all the way around is field whatever I want to call it, because there are no field numbers. So I could call this field 1 if I wanted to. So, and then, but I would have to drive it. You have to start a course up here and drive it and manually put it in. You have to manually plot it in. So I'd have to start driving here and drive all the way around till I get back to this corner and save that as the field. And then I'd have to name it whatever because it doesn't have a number. Yeah, there's only one sell point except for mine. I put mine in. It's over there. That's what I just sold the straw to over yonder. Oh, did I put the crop in here? I meant to sell it. Crud. Yeah, I need the money. I want to buy land and property and animals and all kind of stuff. Yeah, each one of these sections is like a state. A state of confusion. Yeah, there's only one sell point. If we look at the map, is where we started completely at the very start. Right here, there's one sell point. And so you can see the prices are different in each one because it depends. It looks like, well, see, now my soybeans are the high. That's why I was going to do soybeans. So we'll see how the market is by the time I grow them, but you can do a lot of logging. Yeah, I could, but you don't get any money for it. When I started the map, I started logging, and the amount of effort that I put into it wasn't worth anything. So I just decided to just cut the dang trees down. I'm better off cutting trees down. And all right, I must have sold it because it's not, there's nothing in there. It's faster and cheaper for me to just cut the trees down and plow the field up. That's my opinion anyway. Yeah, I could. I haven't been using a lot of mods on this, outside of equipment mods. Besides that, I hate logging. I always have. I don't like doing it. I've said from the very start, this is my own opinion, but if I wanted to be a logger, I would try to find a logging game. This is a farming game. I don't know any farmers that are also loggers. Not to say that I don't know some farmers that have cut a few trees down, but they're not loggers. They're farmers that cut a few trees down. Loggers get up every day and they go to work in the woods and they come home, you know, after it's dark, and, you know, that's what they do for a living. They're loggers. This is a farming game. It shouldn't be a logging game. They should have made a separate logging game if that's what they wanted. That's my own opinion. Yeah, hey, and Sturge, about using a mod to sell the wood. I can actually use a mod that gives me the wood, and I'd never have to cut a tree down. I, I had one in 17, if I'm not mistaken. You just drove up to it, paid money, and they loaded your truck with lumber. You didn't have to cut one tree down. All right, I gotta go check on the cedar. See how he's doing. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? He's got seeds now. Let's give him a little bit of something else. Herbicide will work. What's he doing? Oh, never mind. Yeah, see, that tree's in the way. It kind of messed me up, didn't it? Well, I didn't want to take those trees down. I might, though. They're not really doing me any good. I got other trees in there. Here's what I've been doing right here. If I don't want a tree, I just turn this guy on. Ram it. Ram the tree. Cut it down. Take the stump out. That's what this monster's for. Can't believe it's Thursday already. Not complaining. I'm just saying. I can't believe it's Thursday. It seemed like it was just a weekend. Now it's not. It's like time flies. Andy says it's a bit more fun when I had the side panel controller. What's a side panel controller? Whoops, close up that. All right, we're gonna go to work. This DB60, I hit the button about 5 minutes ago to spread it out. It takes forever. I wonder if I have to lime or anything. Well, it doesn't say. I wonder if I've got lime turned on. Lime required. Yeah, it's on. Huh. Okay. Oh, I should have put the GPS on. I'm not driving very straight. That wasn't even close to being straight. But the field's so small, I just figured I'd overspray it. What the heck? Seed is cheap, isn't it? accident. I'll pretend I'm OCD and take care of it. All right, we're off the SciTech panel. Oh, was it the one that Giant was putting out? Oh, okay. Well, Arate, I'm going to turn on the GPS, and we're going to select the DB60 and get back, and then we're going to do something like that. Turn it on. And we're off like a herd of turtles. The wheel was horrific. Well, I looked at it. I thought it was ridiculous. I use a Logitech G20. Let's see, what is it? G29. It looked awful. It looked so cheesy and cheap. Hey, Bill's here. How you doing, Bill? A beaut of a wheel. It wasn't even round. The cracking noise of plastic when you turned. You go to sit down and play your farming game, and the wheel comes off in your hand. Yeah, it was a beaut. I'm getting pretty used to using this guidance control, cruise control. There's Andros. Hello. Oh no! What am I doing? Wheat. Oh, you're right. I was. Oh, stop it. Darn it. Darn it. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend I haven't done anything. Nathaniel. Bill and Rudeman, hi, he says. Well, hello. Doggone it. Thanks for noticing. I really wanted to do soybeans. I didn't want to do wheat. What? So, Andreas is a friend of Bill's. They're both from Sweden. He's a fellow countryman of Bill's. And he is doing some farm sim over on Twitch. So if you can't get enough farm sim, go check his Twitch page out. Dustin always announces himself. Ow! I hit a tree. I think Nathaniel's excited. All right. I'm not quite ready to do this yet, so I think I'm going to park this. And we'll finish picking up the straw first. Somebody gave Nathaniel too much sugar for breakfast. That's what I needed. I've been yawning all day. How's Dustin doing? Let's see. Let me get this guy back to the farm. Oh, I thought I could make it. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I thought I got stuck underneath that silo. The Squirrel and Hoodwinked. I didn't know there was a Hoodwink 2 out there. The kids were watching it the other day. Well, not that I know of, Bill. Not quite sure who that is, though. There's so many of them. Whoops. I must have already had the picker-upper down. And I just picked it back up again. I know that didn't make any sense, did it? Yeah, sure. I try not to drive at all in real life. I used to drive a lot. I mean, I drove for a living for a while when I was trying to make money for college. I drove a long haul truck for a couple years, but I used to drive for fun back when it was a thing to do. We all had muscle cars and convertibles and things. I get to where I just don't like driving anymore, and I just let somebody else drive most of the time. I sleep. We take long trips. You guys want to watch the cows in the farm fields as you drive by? You go right ahead. I lay the seat back and sleep. Next thing you know, we're there, and I feel pretty good. Alexa. Well, she does. She does most of the time.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, God, I said her name. There you go. She answered me. I tell you, when I stopped wanting to drive all that much is when I used to, I was a paramedic. I used to manage an ambulance service, and I picked too many people off the highways. I slowed my ass down quite substantially. After that, I changed the way I drove. That's when I decided that everybody else on the road was an idiot, and you had to watch out for them. You know, if you were the only one on the road, you'd never have an accident. Well, you'd never have an accident involving another car, let's put it that way. You can't fool Alexa. I suppose she heard that too. They hear everything. I think this field is gonna be wheat because I didn't come back and reseed it, but there's nothing there. I mean, it's such a small field, it doesn't matter. Now, see, that's the thing about human beings. There's something about being human that you don't ever think anything's ever going to happen to you. Things don't happen to you, they happen to everybody else. Now, most human beings that are sane, everybody knows that everybody dies. We all do. Everybody does. There's nobody that hasn't. Well, we could get into biblical stuff, but other than that, everybody passes away. But yet, there's something in a human being that you don't dwell on it. And you don't believe that you're going to, even though you know you're going to. There's just something about a sane human being. Now, there are some people that get paranoid and they start thinking about it all the time. But that's not normal. There's just something in human beings that even if you're at a funeral, you still don't think that it's going to be you. And if you do, it's not going to be you today. How many people do you think got up in the morning, had their coffee, their breakfast, they're excited about the day, and then they get in a car accident and get killed? When they got up that morning, they didn't think that that was going to happen. they didn't know. I mean, stuff happens all the time. But what I'm saying is, there's something about being a human being that even though you know for 100% certainty that someday you're gonna die, you don't dwell on it. You don't think of it, and you don't think it's ever going to be you. Not today. Like I say, people even at a funeral, at somebody else's death, they still don't think about it. They mourn the person, but they don't think about it happening to them. It's kind of strange, really. But it's a good thing, because what do you think that people would be like if that's all they did is think about that all day? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be me? Am I going to get up? Am I going to go outside and have a meteor hit me? I can tell you, as a paramedic, getting ambulance calls, it's a wonder sometimes. We would get a call of somebody falling off a damn cliff, and you climb down to get them and find out all they did was sprain a leg, and they're perfectly fine other than that. And then you get the next call where some poor guy gets out of his car, is walking to the house between the picket fence and the front door, trips on a piece of grass, falls and breaks his neck and kills himself. I've seen it happen. It's just a wonder, how things happen. It's if you think about the human body and what we're made of, and how our body works, it's amazing we live as long as we do. A bad piece of food could take you out. A mosquito bite, a bee sting. I mean, there's so many things. It's just amazing that we live as long as we do. Now, that all is pretty morbid, so I don't want to talk about it anymore, but I just kind of want to point that out. It's been something came up that it was on my mind recently, and I thought about that. I thought about, the fact that we just don't dwell on it. As a normal, sane person, there are people that have, medical issues or things that they're paranoid or whatever. They've got psychological problems that may. Why is this not picking up? Because I didn't turn it on. That's why. Andreas is back. Don't jinx it now. Yeah, I know. I could have a heart attack in any minute. If my tractor keeps running off the map and you don't hear anything for 5 minutes, you'll know what happened. I don't think this field wants me to get that straw. Scorp's in the Matrix on a flat field, on a flat Earth. I have no idea what I'm doing, but don't do this at home. I'm a professional. Well, shoot, I thought by now I'd have all these fields done. I forget how long it takes to do things on this map, because you're pretty much the only farmer around. Bill says he's been certified as a fruitcake, so thank God fruitcakes only come out at Christmas, don't they? I don't think I've ever actually had a fruitcake. I think I tried somebody else's fruitcake one time, but some people, when they make their fruitcakes, man, they put so much booze in them. I've seen fruitcakes where they take them out of the box when they get home, and you can see the alcohol fumes just coming off of it. And they seem to last forever. They're like a Twinkie, only heavy. Randall says he loves fruitcake. Like I say, I don't ever really remember having one, but except for one time, and there was so much alcohol in it, I gagged on it. You've got Bill. You gotta know some old cat lady that gives them away at Christmas, and you gotta pick the cat hair out of it. That reminds me, we had somebody come to the office one day. One of the older ladies came in and had made a batch of cookies and wanted to share them with everybody. She was a cat lady. I went over to get a cookie, and one of the girls came up and grabbed my hand before I could grab a cookie, and she looked at me and shook her head and then made her eyes go weird so that, I would follow her. But that's what women do. They make their eyes go weird and you have to follow them. Anyway, she gave me that look, and I stepped aside, and she said, "You don't want to eat those. She's a cat woman." I said, "What's that mean?" "Go back and look in the box. Every single one of them cookies got cat hair coming out of them." I said, "Oh, God, don't tell me that. I almost ate one." Every time that lady brought cookies, nobody ate them. Everybody was, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm on a diet," or "I just had too much today." I had a good excuse. "I'm diabetic. Sorry, can't eat those." That almost didn't work though. She came back. She came back at me. Says, "Oh, I can make them sugar free." And I said, "No, no, no. I don't want you to go through that kind of trouble. It's okay." Yuck. Bread pudding? I love bread pudding. Bill, you think your buddy's wife would make you a fruitcake? Ah. Yeah, the Food and Booze channel. I don't drink alcohol, but I do cook with it once in a while. Like my spaghetti, I usually put a little bit of wine in. I cook with wine when I make my chili, and sometimes I'll use a beer batter for some meat. Hey, Wayne. Yeah, that sounds bad, man. Um, Scorpion, was it you that sent the picture in my Discord the other day of a big hail? I'm talking about a piece of hail that it was bigger than a baseball and a little bit smaller than a basketball, but it was huge. Was that you that put that picture in? That's the biggest hailstorm I think I've ever seen. We don't get much hail around here. It does once in a while, but it's just kind of normal hail. It's nothing. It's not anything to knock you out or anything. But some of those storms they have, my God. I don't know how it gets so big. It must be the wind that whirls it around and doesn't let it fall to the earth until it gathers enough ice to be, you know, how could something that big and heavy not make it to earth? There's got to be a way that the storm turns those hail pieces into such huge things. All right, this guy's done. Let's move over and get this guy off the field. I love how fast this combine is. It doesn't hold very much, but it's pretty quick. I don't want to scratch the paint job. Uh-oh, it looks like that's full already. Fine. We're done with this anyway. Let's go over here. Put that back out, I guess. Couldn't open the front door. It was frozen shut, huh? From the hail. With a plow. I use the GPS. I'll show you. I'm getting ready to do another field here. I was hoping to have more done in the first hour. I was hoping to have everything seeded, but I think that it's that straw that's holding me up. I don't get a lot of money for it. I should just plow it up, but I just hate to do it. All right, let's get let's get this thing seeded first here. We still have soybeans, I think, so let's turn that on. Seeding doesn't take very long. It's just picking up that straw. Wow, it just takes forever. I'm actually pretty lucky I haven't been yawning. I mean, I was yawning so hard this morning. I told everybody when I started I was yawning so much that my jaws ached. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Rain for a month? That's a long time. Is that abnormal weather that you didn't get the rain? Damn stupid birds. I wanted them when they said they were going to put birds in. They had a dog house, and you could put a dog in. I thought, oh, cool. So you can put a dog close to the field, and the dog will go out and chase the birds away like a scarecrow, right? No, the dog sits there and does absolutely dang nothing. So what's the point? What's the point of having a dog? Oh, he's got a ball. You can go kick the ball, and he'll go look at it and stare at you. Yeah, that's weird. I watch a show of a family, a father and daughter from Alabama, I think is where they're at. They do a lot of fishing and stuff like that, and uh, they trap hogs on their farm because hogs are a big problem where they live. I'm talking about wild pigs, not them cute little oinkers that you buy and grow into bacon. But anyway, um, I watched them, and she's got what they call a tiny house that her dad built for her. So she has her own little house, uh, on the property that they own. And it was funny because she's got some huge trees close to the house, and at certain times of the year, she's got these huge chains that she actually chains her house down. So the side of her house has a big bolt in it, and she chains it to the tree. And I just thought, okay, does that work? I guess it does. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. All right, we're back to getting this straw off, I guess. Let's get this crop in. And then, what time is it? Okay, I'm in my second hour now, so I was hoping to buy some new property. I think I'm going to. I'm not getting a whole lot from that straw. I might just plow that under and carry on because I'm kind of out of time. I wanted to do something different today. Well, not different. I just wanted to. When I was playing Hoff Bergman the other day, I thought I can't wait to get back to No Man's Land because I wanted to buy some more property. So here I am. I got the money to do it, but I got that stupid straw to pick up. So I think I'm going to kind of look at this other property first, and then we'll finish that. Well, I guess that's the way it is in Alabama. They got such a hog problem that it's free reign on wild pigs. They have a trap that they build, and it's controlled by Bluetooth from their phone. They've got cameras on it with night vision, and they'll sit and watch their camera. And when they see the hogs coming, they'll keep an eye on it with a finger on a button. And when the trap is full, they wait till all the hogs go in. And sometimes that takes a while, because sometimes a couple of hogs will go in and eat the corn. One of them will come out. Two more go in. So they kind of wait until they get all the ones they can see on the camera. Then they push a button and the trap door comes down. And then they go out and they take care of them. And then they have a big barbecue, right? But they were driving on their property, and there's these huge, huge holes in the ground. Like right there, if you look to the right of my tractor, you see all that nice green ground with trees and everything? Oh, they'll be driving through their property, and there's going to be a hole like 20 or 30 yards wide, just tore up. Holes dug a foot or two in the ground. And just huge. And they said, the pigs are here. That's what the pigs do. They come up and tear the ground up, and there's just these holes all over their property. I mean, just huge. They're just destructive things, I guess. And so they're open season. You can just take them out and eat barbecue all you want. Okay. Well, let's see here. I wanna. Get off the tractor. Okay, I think I'm going to buy these 2 fields. I was concerned with spending money, but I'm thinking now a little bit different than I was thinking before. Here's what I'm thinking. I got these rocks on this end of the field. Now my field ends right about here, and that in front of me is a new field, or a new parcel of land, let's say. And as you can see in the map that there's where the rocks are. So, and the rocks go out a ways, to about here. And then the rest of it is open for field work. But then I've got this parcel over here that more than half of this parcel are this big rock that I can't farm. And that's okay. I kind of like it. I kind of like the different terrain, but none of this is farmable. So my thought was, and see, I'm already at the border. That's it. This whole field almost is all rock. So what I was thinking was, since I can't farm a lot of this land, what I would do is buy this parcel, and from here, from where the rocks are, to about here, that's farmable, but it's not very much. But it might be a perfect place to put the animals. So I think I'm going to do that, and that puts the animals fairly close to the farm. Because here, oh wait, I'm way in the wrong place. Okay, so that's the property that I put the farms on right there. And then I've got this property down here that I can plow up. See, there's the farm right there. That's the farm. I don't think that's too far to put the animals. Right here. That's not too far. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy this property here and use it for the farm area. So let's go in. All right, Kalecock. Got to sleep now. See you, Rude Man. You too, buddy. Better than stew, huh? Okay, so we're going to buy this property here. And yeah. That one right there. We'll buy that. And then we're going to buy this. So now we can start working on that. But first of all, let me see about... I know what I can do. We're going to do some mowing. Yeah, Dustin. Every parcel is the same price, regardless of whether it's rocks or trees or farmland. Hills or valleys, it doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to establish the border on that 24 by using my lawnmower. You got this map on PS4? Cool beans. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive back this way and mow the lawn. tell me where my border's at. No, it won't either because I own both pieces. Doggone it. Alright, that's okay. We'll just assume that's the border. Right there. And then let's see what the border is this way. Because I don't know the field underneath me here. Alright, so I don't own that. So now I can tell kind of sort of where I want to put the animal pens. And I'm thinking about, you know, leaving these trees here and working around them. I don't want everything bare. I want to have some trees. So I'm thinking about leaving the trees here and just working the farmland around them here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. All right, let's start with cattle, I guess. Animal pens. Oh, let's start with the doghouse. No. Is that the hacker mower? I don't know. I wish I had it at home, though. Wouldn't that be cool? Mow your lawn in just 5 minutes. Okay, there's a road there. Let's see. Let me make use of what? Quit it! Stupid computer. Okay, so there's a road there. Let's take advantage of that. Okay, there's our border. So I want it to be kind of on the road, maybe a little bit. On the road again. I can't wait to be on the road again. All right. Where's the front? That's the front, isn't it? Yeah, that's the front. Let's do something like yeah, we'll do something like that. See if that works for us. All right, good. It's fairly flat, so it didn't cause a bunch of big bumpies. So, and then I'm going to run maybe some gravel around it with our airbrush thingamabob-doodle, if you know what I mean, Vern. And then let's see, what do we got next? Let's try some pigs, maybe. Let's put it right on top of the cow one, eh? Oh, that won't work, will it? Andy, Cleat Demon, how are you? How's Mr. Cleat Demon? And again, let's flip it around so we're at the front. Where do you feed these little boogers? Oh, that's the feeder. Okay. Yeah, these are different. That's the feeding part right there, I think. And let's give it we got lots of room, so we're just gonna kind of plop it in here somewhere. That's good enough. And then we got sheepies. What's a grosser coastal? What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, hell, I didn't see that. Is that a bigger... What the heck is that? I didn't see that. Should I have put in these other kind? No, God, doggone it. They're a lot cheaper. They're just old-fashioned versions, aren't they? Yeah, those are just old-fashioned versions. I don't want any old-fashioned junk-a-doodle-doo. I want some good stuff. Cow barn modern. Cow barn. Cow pasture. Oh, I didn't know I had all these in here. Sheep barn. Those are kind of cool looking. Oh, man. Now I'm torn between a rock and a hard spot. Now, see, these look more modern. These things. Big cow husbandry, it says. What's the difference between the two? I don't see a difference. There doesn't seem to be a difference. But these look more modern than these do. Okay, here's what I'm torn between. I'm torn between the cow barn, this one here, which is supposed to be the modern one, or this one here. I don't see. It doesn't show milk. All right, I don't know what to do. Bigger cow stable. Horses for what? Glue, yeah, that's what you need. You need horses. I hate horses. I mean, I don't hate horses in real life. I used to ride horses, but in the game, they're just utterly stupid. Hi, Alan. Alan Duffy's in the house. I tell you what, let me think about this a minute. I'll be right back. I got to take a quick break. Alrighty, I'm back. I still haven't decided. Anybody else come up with any ideas? Wayne's going for supper while he's still got power. Thanks, Wayne. Good luck. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm with Scorpion. I haven't played a map long enough to sell a horse. But anyway, I don't know. It may be a waste of money, but I've already spent it. So, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with this. So I'm going to keep what I got for now. And And maybe I'll swap it out later. Because I've already spent the money and I don't have the money to buy it back. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then later on when I have so much money I don't know what to do with it, I'll take a look at doing something else. Alright, I'm already to the border. Literally, there's no land on this parcel. I'm just gonna own it. Let me see if I can find the border. The other border here. I might be able to put a chickens thing in here. We'll see. I mean, I still have a little money left. I could buy another parcel, but I still have farm to build. Let's see where that other boundary is over here. Alright, so there's the boundary. Let's see where it's at. This way. On this side. I love this lawnmower. I wish I had one in real life. If I had one of these in real life, I'd be running down the street mowing everybody's yard. Alright, I don't have that much room left. There's a little spot out here. So let's see. Let's see about getting off this tractor and going to the store. What do we got left? We got chicken coop, a horse paddock, we got a large pig. We already did that. Sheep pasture. It's sheep pasture we need. Sheep pasture, large sheep pasture, large pig pen, large sheep pasture. Okay. It's shaped a little bit different. This should help us out. Maybe. Look, it's what? Oh, I've got place anywhere. Even though I don't own this property. Yeah, I better not do that though. Okay, this is still my property here. So I could put a sheep pen out here. Let's see, there's the cow pen. Okay, let's see if there's room for chickens and sheep on the corner here. Because that's our corner right there. So let's where's the front of the building? That's the front of the building. Right. Okay. Let's do this. Right about there. And then the chicken coop. Oh, there's no room for horses. Oh. No room for... Now, wait a minute. Before we do that, I wonder if there's a better chicken one than the in-game one's a shitty one. Whoop. Pardon my French. Sorry about that. Okay, this is what? This is... I can't speak whatever this is. Cows. Cows. Okay. This is chickens. That's kind of cool. Pigs. Chickens. All right. That's dish. Ooh, I can't speak that. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Place to keep your horses. I don't know what that is either, unless it's the same thing. Cow barn, cow pasture, pig barn. Pig barn, sheep barn, horse stable. Now that's not bad for a horse stable. That's kind of cool. Bye, Destin. Catch you later. A cow stable with a pasture. Pasture without the stable. Okay, thanks, Serge. So Serge is telling me that those things that I couldn't understand, one has a pasture, one doesn't. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the regular chicken, I think. Where was it? That's sheep. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Large chicken coop. Well, I don't know. That one that had the barn was kind of cool. We got an issue now. It's not an issue, but people are just going ape crap because we enclosed the chickens in, and they want to. Oh, I'm not buying a egg from some poor chicken that's kept in a coop. They have to be free roaming and be free. It makes the eggs taste better or something. I don't know. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. But so you can't control your poor chickens from getting eaten from animals and crap like that. That's just crazy. Anyway, chickens are people too. You have to protect them. If that's the case, then I'd put mine in a coop so they're protected. That's just me, but I'm not trying to sell them to crazy people. Where did I see the chicken coop? There it is. All right, let's look at it and see what it looks like. Oh, it's very small. Oh, it's very small. Well, hey, you know what? If that's that small, I might be able to put them in this corner here. That's pretty small. I could put the chickens here, and then I would have room for horses over here. Why did the pigs need so many solar panels? Have they got big screen TVs in there or something? I'm going to go back to the regular chicken coop. And see, oh, that's much bigger. That's really a lot bigger. Army duty. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to do this one. I think. And then, right. I'm going to do that one. And then if we do horses, we'll do horses in a different area. Well, I still have this area up here to do horses. Let's see. Horse paddock. That's kind of lame there, though. Horses need a stable, don't they? That's pretty big. Okay, let's flip the camera around. Because this isn't my property. I think. This is my property up here. This might be okay. This might be. It might be. But we've got a problem with the terrain. You notice we're clipping into that hill there. Let's see. We could put. Now we're in the other field now, but then that doesn't matter, does it? I could put it. Yeah, it's gonna mess up that hill, because that hill has got. Yeah, I still own this right here. I could put it here. That's still my property. And if you look at the corner right here, that's where it's starting to clip in the ground. So if I pull it right about there, it might still be a somewhat flat. Is that the front? Or is this the front? Or is that the front? Now I'm confused. Where's the front of the building? I think this way. I think. Maybe right there. Maybe. Let me look at the camera angle here. Yeah, see, we're going to start clipping in there. But I could put it maybe... How about... let's try it there. Let's see what happens. It's still pretty flat in the front here. And it gives me enough room to bring the road through. I can bring a road right through here. Like this. And then, let's see what it looks like in the back. Oh, what is this? Water? Why do you need wood for horses? And junk. Why would you have junk in front of your horses and stuff? That's crazy. Oh, the door opens. Animal loading. Alright, that's kind of cool. And then you feed them here, I guess. And then you... What's the ladder for? I don't know what the hell that is. Huh. I don't know what the hell that is. Alright, well anyway, it's down. But look, it didn't mess the ground up much. So we're okay. Alright. I haven't looked at the chat in about 10 minutes, so let me take a look here. Was it a green turd? Oh. Conscription, okay. Yeah, that's like the draft. They used to conscript in the old days, and then they called it the draft later on in history. Barbecue. Cleat Demon's thinking about food. Wood for cooking the horses for dog food. Well, actually, they may have to render the animals for glue, don't they? They get a real good hot fire going and render the fat off the animals and make glue out of it. That's what I think. What's the step stool for? In case you have a horse that is too tall and you can't see it eye to eye with it? Alright. Well, now the thing is, I'm lost. I can't get out of here. How do you get out? Oh, there. Never mind. So now I've got to have enough money, which I don't think I do, to buy any animals. I don't have enough money to buy animals, do I? And I believe I borrowed money in the last thing, didn't I? Dang. Yeah, back in the old days, I'm thinking about like Civil War and stuff like that. And before that, they used to conscript people. They'd go into the villages and they'd say, you know, all these kids that are over the age of 13 and under the age of of 40 because people died in their 50s. We're taking you to war. So here's your machete and your piece of wood for a shield, and off we go. You're conscripted. And then later on, they called it a draft. And it was a little bit different because you had a draft number. So you had a chance to not be selected by a number. Whereas in the old days, they'd just come up and say, you, and you, come on. You're going to be fodder for the army that's approaching. Sucks to be you today. You know what I mean? That's the difference between conscription and a draft. Okay, I'm gonna plow that crap under. I don't know if this will do it though. I don't know. Does the cedar? I can't think. I don't know if the cedar plows that stuff under. Cultivates. That's what I meant to say. You weren't around during the Civil War and stuff, and King Arthur and the Crusades and stuff. Really? All right, let's see what this thing will do. Let me fix the cruise control. Not cruise control. Let me fix the satellite system here, and we will carry on like we know what the hell we're doing. We're still on soybeans though, so let's turn it on and see if it takes the straw away. It does. Well, straw doesn't sell for an awful lot, so I'm not losing too much. Trenton says he doesn't like GPS. Are you talking about in the game or real life? Imminer's in the house. I did. Thank you very much. I even did some mining today in Elite Dangerous. Goofy and I went out and did a little bit of mining, but I had to stop because I had to live stream. I fixed up a cutter for mining. I kind of like it. I didn't think I would. But it's so much nicer getting from rock to rock. Oh, Trenton says he doesn't like the GPS in the game. What's your beef with it, Trenton? What don't you like? Just curious. Because you've been watching me play. I generally don't play with GPS. But I'm kind of getting used to it, so... Yeah, the cutter's been pretty cool. I like it so far. I still have the T9, of course, and I've got a Python all kitted up for mining as well. So I'm pretty well set for mining, to tell you what. I can't wait for the fleet carriers. I don't know what we're going to call them because they're really not a fleet carrier anymore. Or that, since they decided it wasn't going to be just for the fleet. But I think it's going to be cool because I can actually mine with the T9 or the cutter and just store it in the fleet carrier. And then if I decide to haul it, I can haul it in a smaller ship to hit the smaller landing pads. Mobile car parks. There you go. Well, you know what we could call them, because my thought is that the majority of people that buy them are going to consider them their base, their very own station. So we should start calling them something appropriate to that. You know, how's your personal base, or your mobile base, or your private station? Who knows? Anything like that. Yeah, but Trenton, here's the funny thing. A lot of the farmers in real life are going to the GPSs for different reasons. All right, I think I'm done with this. Guess what I got to start doing? I have to make new fields now. Hey, no worries. We talk about all kinds of stuff around here. And unfortunately, these poor guys have to listen to what I have to say. I apologize for that. I feel bad. Yeah, poor chaps. Well, as far as the GPS goes, for me, I can't see at night. I have night blindness, and I don't care how much light the tractor and the equipment's got on it. So, as far as farming at night, I'd have to rely on a GPS because I can't see. Where's the tractor that's got the tray? There it is. Never mind. Jared's in the house. Hello, Jared. How's your day going today? Hope everything's well where you're at. Your family's good. You had a good peanut butter jelly sandwich for lunch or something? Surge doesn't work at night. Hell, I don't work in the daytime. Much less tonight. My motto, never do today what you can put off till tomorrow, or never do today what you can get somebody else to do. I have many mottos, and they're all about the same kind of a bent in life, you know. Never say you're sorry, it's a sign of weakness. Never admit to being wrong. Because I can tell people, oh gosh, I can't remember last time I was wrong. What, you never make mistakes? I said, no, I never admit to making mistakes. There's a difference. Let's see if we got some silage to sell. No, wait a minute. We're going to have animals now. I don't want to sell my silage. What, was I going to the grain bin? It's already empty. I thought I had put some stuff in it, but there isn't. I sold it. It's empty. I'll show you. And if it's not, then I apologize to all the starving pygmies. All right. Yeah, see, it's empty. There's nothing in it. Completely empty. I sold everything, and I have a bank debt to boot. So I've got to keep working. Got to keep working. I could buy some animals, though. I don't have to buy 100 cows. I could buy 2 cows to start with. I could buy some chickens. They're cheap. Right? Chickens are cheap. I have no food for them. Chickens don't eat food, do they? Do chickens eat food? What? What's this all about? Well, fall-de-roll and fiddle-de-dee and fiddle-de-faddle-de-fuddle. We don't have any food for the animals. Well, I got to finish the job over here, though. Tell you what I can do. Here's what I can do. Is this. I can go to my silos here. No, it wouldn't be that. It would be miscellaneous and see if I put them in. Oh, no, I didn't put them in. Cow food. I got cow food. Cow food. I didn't put the pig food in. Oh, no. Did I? I did. I got the pig food. I got silage. I got that. So I can put it in. I don't have... the chickens just eat grain, don't they? I sold it all, didn't I? Oh, man. Silly me. And they won't eat soybeans. But, so I don't buy chickens yet. Let's put in these for now. I can always get rid of them later. But we can put these in for now, and then I've got animal food. Until I can put the mixing stations in. So, I got to decide where to put the mixing stations, though. All right, there's plenty of room here for mixing stations. I can put, what do we got here? Right, I can put the pig one right here by the horses. I can put a cow one over here. Okay, so there's a TMR, vehicle shop, garage. Who in the hell knows what that is? A whoosh dot trigger. So it's a trigger for something. A tank, water tank. Okay. Well, I don't know. That has some. Does that have something to do with lumber? I think. No, it doesn't. Oh, this is a repair thing. Oh, I have more than that. I like mine better. All right, what was I looking for that I didn't find? I was looking for a pig mixer, and I didn't find it. There's a TMR station. A spinnery, straw barn, sawmill, wood crusher, wood chips. All right, I've got one. I just don't have it in the folder, so I'll have to get a pig mixer, but I don't have the stuff for it yet anyway. So but we can put this in. It's only 25,000. So this is for the cattle. I'll put it in. Here, the cow one. Actually, I could put it over here, couldn't I? You know what? I should put it close to the other side this way so that I can back in from the road. That's probably the way to go. We'll set it right about. Get straightened out a little bit. We'll set it right there. It's small enough. Put it there. Oh, it's got its own cement to it. But I'm going to have to get the pig one. But in the meantime, I can put some pig food in. I'm going to need water for the animals. So let's see. Where should I put the water? Should I get... watermill. That's the $15 a day thing. These all make money, by the way. This one makes $22 a day. Water station, $4 a day. The water station can supply water, your tanks with fresh water. I already own one, so I've got water. Let's keep that. We're going to put a cow food in. I'm going to put the cow food off here, and I can move it later when I don't need it anymore. So we'll put some cow food there and some pig food. I've got a silage machine. So that gives me... Oh, God, I'm almost out of money. Well, so much for buying animals, eh? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I got turned around. All right, let's buy some cows. On Wild West, chickens need grain, carrots, and corn. 3 minutes? Oh, is it that late already? Darn it, I was just getting started. I didn't wake up till about an hour ago. I've been doing this for 2 hours. Now, what other YouTuber do you guys know that can go an hour while they're sleeping and you didn't even know it? I tell you. $3,000 a piece, so I didn't have but 80,000. I'm gonna buy a couple of Holsteins. That's gonna be about 7 grand. Let's buy 4 of those, and then let's buy a couple of sheep, a couple of pigs. Buy some pigs. They're cheaper. Let's buy a pink one, a white one, a black and white one, a black one, another black one, so the first one's not lonely, another black and white one just to confuse the rest of them, the white one just because, the pink one because pinks are always cute, and then let's go get some sheep. Did I put the horse in? I can't afford horses. Definitely cannot afford horses. Okay, the sheeps are not too bad either, so let's buy 2 of each. All right, and then we got a little bit of money left. No, we're in the hole. No, we're not. We got a little bit of money left. I don't have anything to feed them, but I don't think they're going to starve right away. So they may. I don't know, but let's buy. Do we need? I'm going to buy 1 rooster and work his little tail off, and then let's just buy. I don't know. I'm going to buy 100 chickens. Come on, chickies. There, we're going to buy 100 chicken. I got enough money for that, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. And I don't think that I've got... what do I got? 29,000. I guess I could buy a horse. Animal loading. Where do you buy them? Well, I don't know. That's the water. Let's see if I buy them. Oh, maybe here. Straw. Okay. That's... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Good Lord. I'll tell you what I used to ride. you know, I rode quarter horses, but I had one that was a Palomino, and I had another he was kind of a mutt. Let's see. He was mostly Appaloosa. I tell you what, let's buy a Palomino and a Pinto, because I like pinto beans. I'm a bean eater from way back. And we'll have to find something to feed the little boogers. Where are they at anyway? There they are. Hi guys. Alright, look. I'm going to have to close the door or they're going to get away. Do they stick their heads out? Why is that one closed up? That must be the quarantine station. To keep the rest of them six. They got to be socially distant, I guess. There's the pigs. There's the cows. Okay, so I'll put a mixing station. I got to write myself a note. My time's up. And when we come back, hopefully some of these soybeans will be up and I can I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish with the fields. I won't create any more new fields because I want you to see where I'm going to put them, because I don't even know where I'm going to put them either. So next time we're in, we're going to put some fields in here on this field, on this parcel of land. But in the meantime, I think what I'll do is go ahead and let the soybeans grow, and we can start harvesting that while I'm plowing in the next episode, in the next live stream. But I'm going to call this one a live stream today. Hope you had fun. If you did, I hope to see you back next time. And stay tuned. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it more than you know. And I will see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.